Hello, hi guys, welcome back to another video where we get to do our hair by ourselves. Now, I have been having my eye on this particular hairstyle, so I am more than excited to try these faux locks on my hair. So let's test them out, and I am hoping that I'm going to give you a tip or two that you'll be able to try them and do them on your own too. Now, firstly, we have to make a really good foundation for our locks by making very neat partings. I'll be wearing mine in tiny squares, so I'm going to use a rat tail comb, and I'm just going to use this to part my hair into the desired size. And my size is just like a little bit past the shoulders would be enough. I will also be using the crochet method because it is way easier if you have no braiding experience, and it can help you to get a really nice and clean finish. So, after parting my hair, I'm just going to go ahead and make a 3-strand braid, and you can leave the 3-strand braid a little bit halfway and then just twist the rest of your hair, and this is going to secure your hair nicely into the braid. Now, if you feel like just doing an entire 3-strand braid, you can also feel free. It's not going to make any change on your hair. Also, one thing that I want us to consider that we don't talk much about is how expensive such styles are. Like, how expensive can they get? And then this time around, instead of going to the salon and doing my hair there, I decided to do the hair by myself. But I rewarded myself and got myself not one but 2 new pair of shoes, and that goes to show you how expensive hair can be. If I can end up buying shoes out of that money, that should make you think a little bit about doing hair by yourself. Okay, now let's dive into the locks themselves. I used yarn called Brazilian wool. There was no specific branding, so I'm just going to call it that. And then I used 4 strands of the wool cut to the height that I want. And I'm going to use a crochet needle, and I'll just take that through my hair at the bottom of the braid. Then I'm going to go ahead and hook the yarn onto the needle. And as I pull the crochet needle out, the crochet needle is just going to close the latch, and then it will just go smoothly through my hair. So after the hair goes through, I'm just going to pull out one of the sides of the hair, and then I'm just going to kind of like balance them together so that they're both on the same height. And now I am going to show you, because I have 2 styles for doing this, and I feel like one is way easier than the other. If you want to see the one that is my favorite, then just stick around, because that is going to be the second one. But for the first method, what I do is I just take one of the strands of hair. So already you have 2 strands of hair. I just pick one of the strands of hair, and then I will use that to circle around the rest of the hair. So when you start, you have to start at the root and hold one side of the hair really firmly, and then use the other hand to circle the hair firmly in rotation. Just make sure that the hair is nice and tight, and then also make sure that, like, the process is kind of like the same as how you would be doing twists, but the difference is, instead of making twists, you'd be making the hair flat as you rotate it. So you flatten it as you rotate it on all ends. And then also the side you're holding firmly should be kept straight to avoid the hair from like zigzagging. And as you overlap, make sure that the hair overlaps like very well on top of each other. You don't want to have those spaces, because they're going to also give you a really messy look. Now keep the rotation going until you get to the bottom of the braid, and when you get to the bottom, just get one side of the braids, even if it's just like 1 strand of hair, and then just tie it around the lock, and that is going to keep it unraveling until you finish the rest of your hair. Now stick around, and then I will show you my favorite method. But now let me just proceed to kind of make all the partings in my head and section my hair really well, and then we shall continue from there. So for the second method, I still take on 4 strands of hair, and then I use the crochet needle to take that through my hair like I did in the beginning. And once I have balanced my hair out, instead of having one braid go over the other, I take an extra strand of Brazilian wool hair. So, and this is going to be like kind of like twice the height of the braid that I'm making. And then I'm going to fold at least 1 inch of the hair at the start so that it gets lost inside the locks. Then I will rotate it twice or thrice at the start of the lock. Then just keep rotating that strand of hair around the rest of the hair. Just keep on rotating it and make sure that it overlaps really, really well. Also, please do not leave like any spaces, because that is going to make the hair look really, really, really untidy. And as I'm making the rotations, I'm stretching the hair and straightening it so that I have like really perfect rotations, and this is going to help me to get that nice clean finish that I'm looking for. If you have come this far into the video and you have found value, I would really, really request you to kind of like subscribe and hit the notification bell on my channel, because this is going to be very helpful in pushing my video into the YouTube algorithm, as well as reaching many people. Also, I have not told you this yet, but I am on an overly ambitious journey of reaching over 100,000 subscribers this year. That is very ambitious, but I believe we can get that. Otherwise, when I reached like the end of the braiding process, what I did is I used the candle to just band the ends of the locks, and that is just to secure them permanently throughout the time that I have the hairstyle on. Now, you don't have to use a candle. You can use a lighter or any other thing that you can be able to use to burn your hair, but I prefer to use a candle because that is what is available for me right now. Also, I don't know, I have like this big discomfort with lighters, so I don't really use them that much, but if that is much easier for you, then please use them. Otherwise, I think the style turned out really, really, really nicely. I can't wait to rock it. And if you see the rest of my videos on my channel, you'll see me wearing it. And it lasted quite well, by the way. It lasted quite well. So that was a really good thing. Well, thank you for coming this far in the video. I hope you enjoyed this style, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you in the next one, and I hope that you subscribe. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.